What is Israel's role in end times biblical prophecy? After all, where does the nation of Israel fit into God's plan for the end times? Let's find out what the Bible says. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24. For I will take you out of the nations, I will gather you from all the countries, and bring you back to your own land. Zechariah chapter 12, verses 2 and 3. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling to all the peoples around it, and also to Judah during the siege against Jerusalem. In that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all the nations. All who lift it will be severely injured. There are many Bible prophecies about Israel's role in the end times, such as the restoration of Israel, the rebuilding of the temple, and the gathering of the exiles. These prophecies paint a picture of a future time when Israel will play a central role in the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. But what do you think? What is the role of Israel in the end times? Let me know in the comments. If you want to learn more about the end times, stay tuned for more videos on this topic. Until next time, Shalom. He took me there, and I saw a man whose appearance was like bronze. He was standing at the gate with a linen cord and a measuring rod in his hand. The man said to me, "Son of man, look carefully, listen carefully, pay attention to everything I will show you, for that is why you came here. Tell the people of Israel everything you see." 3 lands of promise. God's promise to Abraham and his descendants regarding the land of Canaan, later known as Israel, is seen as a lasting covenant, and the fulfillment of this promise is often associated with end-time events. See Genesis chapter 17, verses 7 and 8. I will establish my covenant as an everlasting covenant between me and you and your descendants after you for the generations to come, to be your God and the God of your descendants after you. I will give all the land of Canaan, where you now reside as a foreigner, to you and your descendants after you as an everlasting possession. I will be their God. The scriptures speak of 2 end-time events in Israel: the Battle of Armageddon and the conversion of Israel. There are also prophecies of Jerusalem being at the center of end-time events. These verses speak of a time when Jerusalem will be at the center of God's plan. God will dwell there. His law will be applied there, and every nation will gather there. These are end-time events that will occur in our lifetime. They point to the nation of Israel, which is in the process of being attacked right now. The name of the nation of Israel is derived from the name given to Jacob, grandson of Abraham and son of Isaac. The 12 sons of Jacob became the 12 tribes of the Jewish nation. Over a period of 4,000 years, they suffered 40 years of exile and slavery in Egypt. They wandered in the wilderness for another 40 years before entering the land of Canaan. Then they were taken captive by the Babylonians for 70 years. After that, they were dispersed among the nations for 2,000 years until God began to gather them back to their homeland. In modern times, during that time, they were ruled over by the Romans, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Greeks, the Arabs, the Ottoman Turks, the British, and even the Christians, the Crusaders. For 2,000 years, they lived in the diaspora, which could have easily resulted in their total assimilation. But by some miracle, they survived. They were subjugated, persecuted, and massacred. There were 6 genocides in which 6 million or more Jews were murdered, 60% of the entire Jewish population, yet they survived. Against all odds, in 1948, they returned to their homeland and re-established the State of Israel. You dig in the ground and you find pottery from the Davidic era, Oberboat coins, and 2,000-year-old scrolls written in a script that is remarkably similar to the one that advertises ice cream at the corner candy store today. But is this the true and final fulfillment of God's promises and the multitude of prophecies? Or is this simply an event that foreshadows what is to come? In Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 4 to 6. The Valley of Dry Bones describes a rather unforgettable vision of a valley of dry bones. These dry bones come back to life in stages: tendons, then flesh, and then skin. And then God said to Ezekiel, "Son of man, these bones are the people of Israel. They say, 'Our bones are dried up, and our hope is gone. We are cut off.'" Verse 11. And yet, God clearly has plans for Israel. Doctor put it perfectly. God has not finished his treaty with the Jewish people, and in the future, God will fulfill all the promises he made to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is, the Jewish people in the flesh. This does not mean that God will not fulfill his promises to the church and humanity. God will fulfill all his promises to all people, according to what we are told in God's word.